Hello everybody, welcome to today's Mini Puyo lesson. Today, we're going to be going over the ghost row. So the usual Puyo playfield consists of 6 columns and 12 rows. But there is actually a secret 13th row that lies beyond the playfield. That 13th row is what we like to call the ghost row. The ghost row has a bunch of different uses actually. The ghost row will allow you to, say, shuffle a piece over a completely filled column and get into another column that's completely disconnected. Like say if the 5th column is full, we could take the Puyo, shuffle it through the ghost row, and go into column 6. You can also store Puyo in there as well if you need just a little bit more room to do something, or maybe you could do something fancy with a chain, which we can cover in a future lesson. Let's take a look at Scholar's situation real quick. Scholar's gonna take a quick hit right now. A small 3 chain. And when this garbage hits, we can see Scholar's starting to run out of room here. Scholar needs some purple Puyo to make this chain work. And there's not a lot of room, and there's not a lot of purple Puyo in sight at all. 0, in fact. So Scholar is going to be trying to stuff pieces into this corner over here, hoping that a purple will show up. So when Scholar does this, pay attention to how the Puyo are being placed right now. Like this blue-yellow over here, that blue-yellow, the yellow locks into the ghost row. Now Puyo in the ghost row still exist, but are not active yet. The column needs to be lowered for the Puyo to be active and get involved into your chain again. So another purple comes in. Scholar's going to shuffle this around a little bit, think about what they need to do, and then ultimately, that blue Puyo is locked in the ghost row as well. Another thing to note, if you do have a Puyo locked in your ghost row, that example I mentioned earlier about shuffling pieces through the ghost row and to get into another column won't work anymore, because there is a Puyo blocking the ghost row now, so be mindful about that. Now Scholar now has a double blue piece in their hand right now that they're going to shuffle into column 2 real quick. You can't really see too much because it goes into the ghost row. But Scholar locks the blue Puyo, the double blue, into column 2, standing up. Now that works, even though there's only one ghost row. But if there is a Puyo in the 14th row, above the ghost row, the game just removes it once you lock the piece in. So only one Puyo will exist here. The second one doesn't exist anymore. Now remember what I said about Puyo being reintroduced to the playfield. Now that the stack is lowered a little bit, you can see the blues that were in the ghost row from their columns come down into play. This blue over here, now Scholar gets to power up their chain a little bit because this blue gets to chain with this. So their second chain link is a little bit stronger.
2.
Now, you can do some really cool things chaining with the ghost row, which is actually pretty advanced, but I would like to cover that in a future lesson. Take note that the Puyo are not active. So if you're trying to create a 4th Puyo in the ghost row with 3 below it, it will not pop until that Puyo is reintroduced into the playfield. So keep that in mind. So that's it for today's lesson. If you got any questions, go ahead and raise your hands in the comments below. And if you do enjoy these lessons, please consider doing the YouTube things down below so you know when a new lesson comes up. And I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.